The red Ferrari purred through the quiet suburban streets like a whisper of freedom. Behind the wheel sat Jordan Miles, calm, collected, dressed in a simple navy suit. He wasn't speeding, he wasn't showing off. He was simply on his way to a charity event, one he had founded himself to help underprivileged kids find opportunities. But when flashing blue lights appeared in his rearview mirror, that calm began to fade. He slowed, pulled over, and waited. His hands rested visibly on the wheel, fingers trembling just slightly. The officer approached, heavy boots, mirrored sunglasses, jaw tight. "License and registration?" he barked, not even a greeting. Jordan's heart sank. He'd been here before. The tone was all too familiar. "Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening." The cop's name was Officer Briggs, known around town for his temper and his bias. He looked at Jordan's Ferrari like it was stolen, his eyes narrowing. "This your car?" he asked, voice dripping with disbelief. "Yes, sir," Jordan replied softly. "It's registered under my name." Briggs chuckled darkly. "Right. And I'm the mayor." He circled the Ferrari like a vulture, muttering insults under his breath. "Guys like you always find a way, huh? Probably rented it." Jordan stayed silent, breathing slowly. His father had once told him, "Never fight fire with fire. Just let the truth burn on its own." But when Briggs suddenly opened the car door without permission, grabbing Jordan by the arm, something inside him cracked. "Sir, you can't out of the car," Briggs shouted, hand already near his holster. "Now." Neighbors began peeking out their windows. A jogger stopped on the sidewalk, recording quietly on her phone. The situation was unraveling fast. Jordan stepped out, calm but visibly shaken. "Officer, I'm cooperating." "You have no right, I'll decide what my rights are," Briggs snapped. "Put your hands on the hood." The air was thick, charged with disbelief and quiet fury. The jogger's camera trembled as she whispered, "He's not doing anything wrong." Briggs sneered, pressing harder. "You think money makes you untouchable? You think driving a fancy car erases who you really are?" Jordan met his eyes. "I think respect should go both ways." The silence that followed was deafening. And then, the sharp sound of tires screeching. Another patrol car pulled up behind them. From it stepped a tall woman in a dark uniform, her presence radiating authority. "Officer Briggs," she said coolly, her voice cutting through the tension like glass. "Step away from the man. Now." He hesitated. "Chief, I now," she repeated, eyes locked on him. Jordan turned, realizing who she was. Chief Naomi Reyes, the city's newly appointed police chief. He'd met her once at a community reform event, and she recognized him too. Her expression hardened as she took in the scene, the open door, the hand on the holster, the fear in Jordan's eyes. "What's your probable cause, officer?" she asked. Briggs stammered, "Suspicious behavior." "Driving a high-end vehicle suspicious?" she interrupted, stepping closer. "Because he's black and successful?" Her voice carried, echoing across the block. Windows opened, phones lifted. Briggs swallowed, realizing the weight of every eye on him. Chief Reyes pulled out her phone and tapped the screen. "You're on body cam, Briggs." "And so am I." "Turn in your badge and gun." His jaw dropped. "Chief, you can't, I can," she said firmly. "And I will." The entire street went silent, except for the sound of Briggs' trembling hands unclipping his holster. The moment stretched like eternity, justice finally breathing in a space that had been choked by arrogance. Jordan stood still, unsure what to do or say. Chief Reyes turned to him, her expression softening. "Mr. Miles, I'm deeply sorry for this." He nodded, voice barely a whisper. "Thank you, Chief. I just want to go to my event. It's for the youth center." Her eyes flickered with pride. "I know. I read about it. Keep doing what you're doing. People need to see leaders like you." As she escorted Briggs to her cruiser, a small group of neighbors began clapping. It started with one woman, hesitant but firm, then another, until the street filled with the sound of applause. It wasn't loud. It wasn't wild. It was respectful, the kind of sound that said, "We see you." That night, Jordan arrived at the event. He didn't mention what had happened. He spoke instead about perseverance, about changing systems through dignity and courage. But as he looked out into the crowd, he saw Chief Reyes in the back. Standing quietly, a reminder that justice, while imperfect, still existed. Because strength isn't measured by who you can intimidate, but by who you choose to protect. And respect, once earned, can silence even the loudest hate. The Ferrari's engine hummed softly as Jordan drove home under the setting sun, not as a symbol of wealth, but as proof that grace can still move faster than prejudice. Because dignity doesn't need permission, it just drives forward. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. And tell me in the comments, what would you have done in Jordan's place?